Grand Rising Tribe. If you don't know, my name is Kirk, Mr. Hall, spiritual teacher, healer, leader, guide. Titles don't matter. Artist, adult entertainer. Either way, my point is, for being present here with you now, is to either guide you towards your awakening, first 100 through it, provide some enlightenment, alignment, and or confirmation, okay? As soon as I begin the reading, I begin to channel, okay? We're going to be continuing the zodiac sign series, all right? I've used the astro die. Do some cleansing. I've used the astro die to determine which zodiac sign this reading is going to be for. And for right now, it's going to be for Scorpio. Okay? So if you have Scorpio placements in any of your big three or major points in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node, this reading may be for you. All right? So a few things that I picked up for you all, Scorpio. One, something may have been blocked. It's not opening up to you, some pathway, something, you were doing something and almost meeting a wall. Something that you were attempting to do or to complete or accomplish, you were meeting a wall, and now that is opening up. I'm also picking up that the energy, something is taking flight. Something is now going into motion. Some of your pathways are clearing and something is opening up for you, okay? This may be a confirmation, further confirmation for you. All right, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Excuse me. All right, so yeah, something is being released. Something is coming up from the surface, from the depths to the surface. Something is surfacing. Okay. Now, this reading may pertain to a love situation, since we do have the sign of Venus here from the astro die. There may have been about 4. Okay, so I'm picking up relationships. I'm picking up, this may be a love reading. I'll get some clarification for us shortly, but something may be going on around some type of secret relationship or something that is hidden that's going to be coming to light for you, Scorpio. You are the sign that digs deep for the mysteries and resolving those things and finding out the truths, okay? There may have been 5 or 6 different situations, people, external energies, one having a big contributing factor to whatever is going on. Those signs, or the signs that may be associated, would be Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, a Virgo, and we'll say Cancer, okay? All right, so yeah, this may be pertaining to relationships. It may not be a romantic relationship. It could be something that's platonic as well, also business and professional. All right, love languages and your desire. So recently, in the recent past, you've had something come up around what you're desiring, and you may have felt blocked from that, but that pathway is opening up for you, okay? You may be going through something transformative. You may be brutally honest with yourself or others, okay? Something, you may be taking an aggressive, strong stance, standing your ground. All right, you could have been taking things personally as well, and you may also feel exhausted, but with the planetary climate that is happening, so something has been feeling like an uphill battle, something has been feeling like insurmountable, I'm picking up, okay? I'm also picking up cleanse with this transformative energy, all right? And the house that this is pertaining to is going to be the first house. Okay. This is representing your personal life, your belongings, your physical possessions, how you look, think, or feel. Can also warn against misfortune, right? So you may have felt unfortunate. You may have been in an unfortunate situation, or maybe you perceived it this way. Okay, Scorpio? Let's see. I'm going to use the chosen ones 144 deck. Those numbers may be significant as well, and provide further confirmation for you. Other numbers that may be significant are the number 1, 6, 2, 3, 5, and 4. You may have been seeing those numbers repeated to you. You may have been asking a question. The answers may have come to you through these repeating numbers, also known as angel numbers. If you're unfamiliar with any of the language, please look it up, and don't feel bad or hesitate to reach out to me. I can do a reading for you one-on-one. Okay? Now, remember to take what resonates and leave the rest behind for someone else. Share this message, okay? Remember to like, share, and subscribe as well. Yeah, so you may have been experiencing some type of spell work. You may have been casting spell work, depending on where you are on the vibration and energy timeline, Scorpio, okay? You may be scratching your head to something, right? Trying to understand something, digest something that you recently discovered, okay, in relation to some type of masculine energy. There was something unexpected that may have happened, or it may feel otherworldly. So there may have been some spell work contributing to whatever situation is going on in your life right now. If it's platonic, if it's romantic, as far as relationships, the way you're seeing yourself, expressing yourself, your own idea of yourself, okay? It's changing and shifting, okay? You could be an empath as well, all right? You could be going through a third eye awakening, maybe the spell work possibly based on what I'm picking up for some of you, again, depending on where you are on the timeline. There may have been some type of energy blocking or attempting to block your third eye, all right? You may want to look into a cleansing. You may want to look into grounding for this extremely transformative time in the growth and expansion of yourself, okay? Internally or externally with these relationships that are coming up, because I'm heavily picking up, Scorpio, this is much more in relation to some type of external relationship, right? Something that you're remembering right now, okay? You could be triggered into activating some type of deja vu. You could be triggered into awakening some clairs. But something that you're remembering that wasn't good for you, or something that you did in the past may have came up again that you know was not good for you. And now that you have the discernment to understand and differentiate, you are going to choose better, do better, right? Someone may be sweating bullets. I'm also picking up, yeah, South Node came out again. So something that wasn't for your highest good happened in the past. This could have been you, or it could have been a third party watching as well. If you're watching the video, this could be for you as well. Yeah, something done in love, or something that you thought may have been love, or something that you were attracted to really wasn't for your best interest, something that you enjoyed or thought you cherished. These things may be changing now, okay? Yeah, with the 5th house, you may have had the trust in someone, or something that you put trust in could have been really taking advantage of you, or you may have felt this way, right? We're going to get to the bottom of it for you. Yeah. So there was some type of love communication that may have been insincere, or some type of project that you wanted to begin with someone, or some type of organization, and it looks like it may not have been successful, right? But something else is going to be opening up for you. So you may have experienced misfortune in the recent past. I'm heavily picking this up. Right, who you are is changing, Scorpio, and further confirmation that these readings are possibly for a Scorpio, if you have those placements somewhere in your chart. Right, you could be waiting patiently for some type of communication, or could have been waiting patiently for some type of communication in relation to monetary investments, maybe some investments that you made. Okay, I'm also picking up the energy of don't break. I'm picking up the energy of staying rooted and grounding yourself while blowing with the breeze, similar to a tree. Okay, I'm also picking up coconuts. That may be significant for somebody. You may have, once again, had a very strong third eye awakening. Daisies may be very significant. The letters R, A, and Z, okay? Someone can have a white car that's of significance to this reading. But now let me continue. Okay, spiritually, the message coming through is that there will not be information to explain the power of love, okay? So maybe you're entering some type of taboo relationship, or maybe some type of taboo or secret group, some type of contract that you're making. It may be hidden, it may be of the South Node, right? But you will have those lessons to learn yourself. And if you're not on that timeline, it could have been something in the past, and this energy is representing itself now during the planetary alignments to further have you investigate or address or share what you have learned from this situation, okay? Mentally, anxiety about communications, about investment, gambles, and other games, right? Further confirming what I've mentioned and what I was picking up, right? So there may have been some type of investment, or possibly someone playing games with you that really was not for your best interest, even if you took this action or another took this action against you, like we did mention with the spell work being there, okay? But you're an empath, Scorpio. You are a sign that is very intuitive, tends to be very tapped in. So open that gateway up if you're feeling any fear or anxiety around this, okay? Physically, trouble resulting from the fluctuations of your creations, right? So something that you created, something that you wanted to invest into, really ends up not being of your best interest. But again, you need to take this as a lesson learned, right? I want to use the Psychic Tarot for this one to get further clarification for you. So strongly so far throughout the whole reading, it's been something going on around investments, relationships, the way you see yourself, and your contributions to things, right? Yeah, we have the Moon in reverse. Okay, minor deception recognized before damage is done, trifling mistakes, undeserved reward, taking advantage of someone. Okay, Scorpio? I know the tribe, Scorpios are not in this energy, but hopefully this is bringing some more awareness to you. So if you were having a question about someone or an investment, yeah, it may not be what you want to do. All right. I'm also picking up don't shoot the messenger. You may get news that is unfavorable from someone, and or you may share news that is unfavorable, okay? The colors orange and yellow are very significant. These may be your favorite colors. You may be guided to address your creativity, your solar plexus, and your sacral chakra, chakra. So something about chakras, and also again with the yellow, the coin. So you could have been waiting on some type of coin, monetary advancement. Okay, so it looks like there was some type of stagnation in the recent past with the Knight of Coins here. There was carelessness, inertia, lack of determination or direction, narrow-mindedness, dogmatic views, and idleness. So in the recent past, you may have boxed yourself into one understanding or having one perspective on something, when now you're being ushered in the opportunity to move forward and expand, okay? Currently, there may be some type of trip, a journey, especially by water, some type of travel, voyage, route, headstrong attempt to overcome difficulties, expedient manner, success after anxiety, right? So you're leaving this heavy, dense energy of your South Node. You're leaving this heavy, dense energy of your South Node, and you're stepping into a place of being able to finally breathe again, right? I feel like this is a release, a transformative experience that you have learned from, right? And Scorpio, you being a sign that definitely represents death and rebirth, I would say that positive things are coming in the near future, right? Because clarifying with the Psychic Tarot, we have the Lovers, okay? And actually, just realizing that this is not the Psychic Tarot deck. I believe this is the Egyptian Tarot, all right? But the Lovers. Okay, so messages that you possibly were intuiting in the recent past may have not been correct, and you're going to be enlightened to that. Either this was you and or an external party was projecting this towards you. With spell work, it could be evil eye, malicious speech, gossip, things like this. but that is all being resolved. In the near future, you have love, beauty, perfection, harmony, trust, honor, beginning of a romance or friendship, deep feelings, freedom of emotion, testing of sincerity, and marriage. Okay? All right? So again, take what resonates, leave behind what does not. Depending on where you are in the timeline or within your awakening, you may find the messages resonate on certain aspects, and other things, they're just not for you. Okay? I'm going to get some sacred symbolism to get a bit more clarification. Yeah, soulmate in reverse. You may have thought someone was your soulmate. You may have thought that a message coming into you was aligned for you, and it really wasn't. Okay, and you may have discovered this. Scorpio, you tend to be very psychic yourself, so, or have a lot of clairs activated. Someone's name could be Claire, I'm picking up. Clarice, I also picked up Daisy. All right. Something about the divine feminine energy. You may be stepping or guided to step into your divine energy, and protection came up. So you're being protected from whatever energies were being casted towards you, whatever deceptions live. I just pick up a very nefarious energy. It doesn't have to be catastrophic. It could just be something minor, like a person not telling the truth or denying feelings. You may have been denying feelings for yourself, right? With that desires, the desire energy that was coming up from the Scorpio placement and the astro die. Okay, but you're being guided to take in some protection. The numbers 1 may be significant. Yet again, we do have 111, so the beginning of something. And the number 5, your 5th house, it could also be some type of change that you were not expecting, but it could end up becoming a very positive thing, right? A blessing in disguise is the energy coming to mind. Again, with the orange, the yellows, okay? These may be very significant. You may want to tap into the Ifa energy. You may be practicing, or may want to get into some type of tribal magic, get into some type of ancestral magic, tap into those divine frequencies, okay? You may want to look into sigil magic as well. Okay? You're also being guided to take a risk on love if you have been stuck in this place of guarding yourself or over-guarding yourself. Okay, make sure you communicate effectively, all right, for any type of creation that you want. And I'm going to give you the exact action based on the karma cards and what I'm picking up. It looks like remember what you want to be known with the trust of a child, okay? And I'll get one message from your higher self, Oracle deck, for you. Yeah, boundaries, okay? Remember your boundaries, set boundaries, even if you love someone in the flesh. Let's just say karmic energies can be coming up and you need to release this karma so you can get on the right wheel with Dharma. Okay, have balance. And you could be in some place of fear. Let go of fear, right? False evidence appearing real, right? Other ways to look at fear would be, you know, you have the option. You can be fearful of something, and or you can have the faith in something. You can be scared and do something anyway, okay? You ultimately are going to be your best guide for discernment and judgment, okay? Trust yourself. And also, if you need any type of help, do seek out the correct professionals, right? Doctors, lawyers, okay? I'm not picking up too many things going on around any type of institutions of this nature, any legalities, but the legality of your self-expression, the legality of being able to express yourself, be who you are, and own that. All right, Scorpio? I'll get one more card. Okay. Yeah, perspective. That's the biggest thing that's happening now. Yao can be very significant. Possibly look up that language, Yao. Taoism, okay? But either way, you're gaining some type of perspective, okay? Your conscious, subconscious, and your higher self are all meeting in the middle to guide you through this experience that you're currently having with yourself, or relationships, or some type of creation that you're attempting to have, okay, or make. All right, Scorpio, for now, that is it. I hope you did find this reading helpful. Okay, remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time, tribe.